Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. Happy Thursday! How's everybody doing this week? It's been a bit of a roller coaster for everybody, hasn't it? Oof. Just so everybody, what I should say is we're off to a great start. We haven't been on 5 minutes. My thoughts and prayers are with those in Florida. I have some demo friends and some family back there and haven't heard much, so we're praying for you. Yeah, it's got to be crazy back there. I would lose my little mind with the wind. I just can't handle that. But, you know how that goes. Anyway, so let's see. Okay, there I am trying to figure this stuff out. You know, every time Facebook changes things around, it messes with me. You know, I'm sorry. My skill set's pretty limited. So, trying to get this so that I can see everybody's comments. If you are on, say hello. If I don't say anything, it's because I'm still trying to figure out on my laptop. I will comment after I get off. And if you're watching this on a replay with my on my YouTube channel, this is going to take a minute, so you could probably just fast forward through some of it to get to the actual projects, because I've got some heat embossing to do, and you know how that is. It takes a little bit of time. So, we're going to be playing with the September Paper Pumpkin Kit. I know not everybody's thing is Halloween, and apparently it wasn't a big deal with us, as I had a hard time finding pictures for my scrapbook layout, and you'll see that in a minute. But it really is a cute kit. I love the black tissue paper. And it makes these little treat boxes, which I haven't made a single one yet. I think I'm hesitating because that box goes together very similar to the one that is... Hi, Beth, I see you. The box goes together very similar to the one in the craft note cards and box, and we all remember the difficulty Lori had putting that box together online, so we're not even going to attempt one of these today. But we're going to make some cute cards anyway. I'll just show you a little bit of the kit. Here are some of the sentiment layers, and I don't know why I didn't use them in my cards, but I did use it on my scrap layout. And some cute little tags or embellishments, die cuts. Of course, you have your dimensionals and your mini glue dots. You know, if you get paper pumpkin, keep these. These really come in handy. I like using these better than on the roll because I use my take your pick tool. Also comes with a roll of tear and tape and these cute little black embellishments. And then here's the stamp set. That cute little ghost. Oh, we're going to use the spider too, and I didn't load that. Well, we'll have to load that in a minute. Here are a couple of the box. They're the layers that go around the box. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that here in a minute. And I used a lot of this. And then here are those box bottoms, which we're not even, like I said, I'm not going to even attempt to play with those yet. And then the ink spot is Orchid Oasis. So, I'll show you what, I'll leave that out because we're going to need that. Show you what we're going to do. I'll keep these out to explain what I've done. When I get to those points, it'll make it a little bit easier for you to understand the way my brain was working, or not. You just never know with Lori. Alright, with the box. Isn't that box cute though with that plaid? Alright, we'll set that aside. Where can we set that? We'll set that right here. So, first off, I'll show you the scrapbook layout. As you can see, there's no pictures here, which for me, when I scrap, I always scrap according to the picture. I pull colors out of the picture, that kind of thing. I spent probably close to 2 hours yesterday and part of the day before looking for pictures from Halloween. I couldn't find any. My poor kids. I guess I just didn't take very many pictures at Halloween. The one that I found was too blurry to use, so I thought, you know what? We're just going to set this up and we're going to use pictures from Charlie this year. So basically, this layer is one of these box layers. Now you can see that this layer, come up like this, comes to, I won't say a point, but it shortens on this side so that when you wrap it around the box, it's easier to secure. Well, you can see it's not long enough. So what I did was I have two pieces left over from when I created this card. You can see I cut it at 5 1/4 here. So it left about this much from two of them, my sample and then the one we're going to create. So I just glued them together. What I did was I added adhesive right at this fold. You can see that's where the score line is, and then just glued them together to make that 10 1/2 inches. I guess I need to glue that down a little bit better. So I used a piece of the 12 by 12 basic black. Thank you, Stampin' Up, for bringing it back. I love that. I have a piece of Orchid Oasis and then some basic white. And then everything is just glued down with Stampin' Seal. I did not glue this all the way so that I could slip my picture in there, and then he's lifted up with a dimensional. And I used one of those tags there, it's a sentiment layer, for my title, and added those stars on. And on the little spider web, I'm not sure you can see, it's hard for me to see, I did add some Wink of Stella so that the spider web kind of had a little bit of shimmer to it. And then I'll show you the card we're making. Two cards. We're making this card. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to show you how to make this nice and shimmery. There's the inside. And then this one is actually a fun fold. There's my two envelopes. So when you look at it, you think it's just a basic card until you open it up. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. So this is what I was talking about. It's going to take a few minutes to heat emboss that, but is that not adorable? This is actually going to be Charlie's card. I think he's going to have fun with it. So let me give you the measurements on these cards and the scrapbook layout. So the layout, like I said, is 12 by 12 basic black, and then my photos are 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 photo mats. Then the next layer is Orchid Oasis at 11 1/2 by, that's supposed to say 11 1/2, and then there's two that are 1 1/2 by 10 1/2. And I'll tell you what I did there. So when I created this card base, I had two layers left over, so I cut one of them in half and just added it to the back of this. And they're just in fact, you might be able to see, since that's not, see how I did there? Since it, I mean, great way to use up your scraps. So I had the basic white is 10 1/2 by 10 1/2. There's a piece of pumpkin pie at 3 1/4 by 10, and that fits right behind this layer here. And then the kit layer actually is 3 inches, and I made it 10 1/2 by adding those two other pieces. The measurements for our cards, this one, the card base is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. The basic white is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and then the inside layer is 3 3/4 by 5. You're actually going to use one sheet of a 6 by 6 piece of designer series paper to create this card, and it's from the 21-23 DSP pack. It's in fresh freesia, and it measures at 3 3/4 by 5. There was a 1 inch piece by 3 3/4 left over for the inside, which is what I put here, and then the rest of it I used on my envelope flap, so you didn't waste anything there either. Now this piece right here is from the box right here, and you can see where this score line is. I just cut it right at that score line so that I had that piece right here, and it actually measures 2 3/4 by, I think it's 3, where is this? I didn't even write that down. I've got it in my blog post, so we will have it there. I think it's 2 3/4 by 3, And so then I just trimmed a piece of basic black, it was a scrap, to fit behind it. And we're going to color that with the silver enamel, what is that, pearlized enamel effects, and some Wink of Stella. So it makes it look like, you know how the spider webs are just kind of shimmery and they get the little water droplets on it. Hi Janine, how are you feeling? I hope you're feeling good. Well, at least you're here. That's a good thing. And then I had a stitched rectangle left over for the label, so that's what we're going to use there. And then for our fun fold card, you can see here, the base is 5.5 by 10.5 inches. You're going to score it at 4 1/4, 4 3/4, 5 1/4, and 6 1/4. And I did not take pictures for my blog post to show you how to put that together, but I will show you here shortly. You can, oh, we have a star there, but you can see how it gets folded together, and then we're going to use some tear and tape to secure everything. Then the kit layer is 2.5 by 5 1/4, and then 1/2 inch for the inside. This is 4 by 5 1/4, as is this. And then these little window sheets, the one for the spider is 1/4 inch wide by 4 inches, and I think these are 1/2 inch. One is 3.5 and one is 3 3/4. I wanted them to just kind of all be different lengths. Aren't those so stinking cute? And I have to give credit to Larry, because I showed him this before I even finished these 2 layers, and he says, you need to put a sky in the back with some stars. So that's how that came about. Thank you, Larry. Between the two of us, we might have a whole brain. Uh-oh. Now I know where the star came from. All right, so there we go. This guy's falling down too. Let's get started on these. Like I said, these are going to take a minute or 2 or 20. So grab a cup of coffee, pull up a chair, favorite adult beverage if you want. There's no judging here. Whatever suits your fancy. Let me set this out of the way. And we'll start with the easy one first. And it takes a minute for the enamel effects to dry. So I have one already done, and so you can kind of see that shimmer between the enamel effects and the Wink of Stella I added to it. Isn't that pretty? Set that aside. But I wanted to do one for you so you can see where my crazy brain went to on this. And it's messy, so you're going to want to get out your, what the heck is this thing called? Silicone mat. That's it. I knew it would come to me. Okay, so I used a sponge dauber, and here's this pearlized enamel effects comes in a pack of, oh, it says it's black. I guess when you use a little bit, it's just silver. So there you go. That's what I get for not reading the package. So it comes in a pack. It's in the mini catalog. It comes with the black, the green, and a white. So I don't know why. Well, when you look at it, it looks silver, doesn't it? So I just put a little bit on and just, I guess I should have got a new one for this, and just moved it around so that it was just a thin layer, because I didn't want it to stand up at all. So I'll add some on there like this. And like I said, it's messy. And just kind of, and it helps if you have a brand new dauber. This one, since it dried, it's kind of stiff. And just add this on here. But you kind of get the idea, right? You just move it around so that it takes that stark white out of it and gives it a silver shimmer, which is what, to me, a spider web looks like. Not a fan of spiders. And then I basically set it aside to dry, and then I washed it around with some Wink of Stella, and it was good to go. Peel that up so that it doesn't get stuck. All right, there you go. So that's how I created that. I didn't want to have to take time for it to dry on camera. At the time, I didn't know I was going to be doing heat embossing with the other, but that's how that gets created. So then I just added some liquid glue to the back to attach it to. Come on. Looks like it's kind of stuck in there naturally because I should have checked it this morning. So we're just going to use some mini glue dots. There goes my day, you see? This is what happens when you're live with Lori. Oh, that's a good title for for YouTube, Live with Lori. Oh, bless her heart. All right, let's see. I wish I could see all the comments. Again, Facebook has changed things up on business pages and it's hard to see anything. Oh well, someday I'll know what I'm doing, maybe. Okay, so we're just going to take these off. I don't know how quick. All right, here we go. And we're going to lay this on the black piece, like so. There we go. Move these out of the way. And we'll create our card base. I even have a piece for the envelope. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the inside first. Get that out of the way. And like I said, you don't waste any of the designer series paper except for the little piece that comes off of your strip that you're going to use for the envelope. And theoretically, instead of using another stamp that's got a sun image, this is from the Paradise Palms that we're going to use on the other card, you could actually use a sponge dauber to daub on your Wink of Stella, or not Wink of Stella, Versamark. Look for my black, here it is. So we're just going to, what did I put on the inside of the card? Oh, bless her heart. What'd she do with her card? Oh, it's over here. Oh, have another cup of coffee, Lori. Trick or treat, that's what we want on the inside. Okay, so we'll just add that right here. Beautiful. And we're going to add that spider that I didn't load on a block. It's over here because he goes so well with it. We'll just add him, pull off our bats. It's been kind of a hectic week around here. We're getting ready, well actually Larry's getting ready for really big 2 events this week. It's for kettle corn naturally. We have one at, they call the Monster Trucks. That's a weekend event. And then on Saturday, not only do they have the Monster Trucks, but during the day, they're going out to an apple festival. So it's been a little crazy around here getting ready for that. You're going to see a lot of people. So if you're in the area, head out to Red Bluff. Either it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for that event. When am I? Oh, here I am. For the Monster Trucks, it's Friday night, Saturday night, and then Sunday is a matinee. And then the Manton Apple Festival is Saturday, and I think it runs like 10 in the morning or 9 in the morning until 4 or something. So, what the bigger piece? Oh, that's the envelope. Did I forget? I did. Okay, here we go. Just layer that down. Add this to the card front. And this is just a simple card. I don't know why I had to go and do that big old fun fold, but it just seemed appropriate for Halloween with ghosts and spiders. Okay. This is that leftover strip I was telling you about. We'll just add that to the envelope. Like so. We got our paper snips. Yeah, see, on my laptop, I can't see anybody's comments. busy weekend. Yeah, it is going to be a very busy weekend. My weekend will consist of World Card Making Day. I didn't hold an event this year, primarily because I'm going to be watching the dogs, and I'm going to be prepping for our team mini convention, which is in a couple of weeks, and also our fall retreat. So I'm going to be busy designing. So this is how much of that 6x6 piece of paper that you actually are going to throw out. Pretty good, huh? Not very much at all. Okay, so we're going to add him with some black dimensionals. I know I put some in here. Did I not? Maybe not. Okay, we'll just use the white ones from the kit. And, ooh, have a few. Okay, we'll put one in the middle. And then, come on. Why is it when you're in a hurry, nothing works the way it's supposed to? Bless her heart. If I'm having this much trouble with the simple card, I'm kind of scared what's going to happen with the next one. Whew. All right, here we go. And I wanted him on an angle. And we'll add one of the, did I bring, it wasn't in the, okay. We got to get a spider. Where's the spider? I thought I had an extra spider here. Do you see it on the table and I'm just missing it? Or did I use them all up? Oh, that would be my luck. Shoot. Let's see. Did I put 2 spiders in here? Nope, there's only 1 spider in there. I don't even see, oh, no, that's not it. They must be at the back of the room. Hang on, I'll be right back. We did not expect this to go smoothly, did we? Of course not. That's never the case. Oh, here it is. I actually have 2 spiders and a ghost left over, so I knew I had some. You know what it is? It's that math I had, that Common Core math I had to work with Charlie this week. I am not good at that stuff. I hope he's picking it up from Larry, because he's not getting it from me. It's a 2 grandparent thing. Okay, so we're just going to stamp this right on the label, just like so. We'll add some more dimensionals to this guy. And set him down here. Okay. I'll add a couple of these stars. I really like these stars. Get a small one for down here. And because they're flat, you can put them on the inside of your card. Just like that. Isn't that cute? There. Ta-da! Yay, we survived 1 card. Now comes the fun. Are you ready? Uh-oh, here we go. Okay, this is one I actually did, it's been, when did we have ladybugs for Celebration? Was it last year or the year before? So, we have done it before, but like I said, it's a fun little interactive piece. So, let's go ahead and add these guys so that once we work with the card base, everything will be ready to go. So I just added mini glue dots on the spider and on the back of the ghost. And there's 2 there. so that they attach easily to the window sheets. Okay, pull these off. Okay. And I'm just going to set him right at the top of that. There. I'm going to hide that top a little better. There. Okay. Cute. I love the way they wobble. I know it doesn't take much to entertain me, right? Okay, so we'll add this to this one. Is it on there? Yeah, there we go. And then I did the 1/4 inch so that the web hit it somewhat anyway. Okay, so they're ready to go when we get the rest of this done. In fact, you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to stamp everything and do all of that so that, like I said, once we get through, that card base is going to take a minute. Let's get all this cleaned up out of the way. All right, this guy is just going to have the ghost stamped on the front. Oh, here they are. Just like so. His little face is so cute. Okay, that's done and out of the way. We'll stamp, oh, let's go ahead and stamp our trick or treat. Those are the stars. And the little stitched around the edges is from this, which it's Stitched with Whimsy die set. And now we're going to add the bats to the front. And we're going to put them in black. Close that up for a minute, so we don't end up with a real inky mess. And they're just going to get stamped right up here. Cute. We'll glue him to this little square. And when I first purchased the Stitched with Whimsy, I thought it cut the edge. Oops. Not so much. It just gives you that whimsical look on the inside of the layer. Okay, there. He's ready to go. So the inside layer, got to remember what I did on that. So we're going to add the strip at the bottom. And then we'll stamp the Happy Halloween. I just realized I stamped them in 2 different colors. That's okay. We'll bring this one in. We'll stamp Happy Halloween. This is a cute font, isn't it? Alright, we'll glue, we won't glue him yet. Now comes the fun. These guys are all ready to go. Let's move this stuff out of the way. We're going to stamp these little stars and the moon in Versamark. I inked that up last night. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I do it every time. Okay, I forgot to add the embossing buddy. Basically what this does is it gets the static off of the card so that the embossing powder doesn't land where it's not supposed to. And on dark cardstock, you want to make sure you use a light hand. Okay, you can see it kind of changed a little bit. All right, there's that. So now we got that guy done. We'll come through and we're just going to randomly stamp the stars. And I know you can't see anything yet. That's okay. And it's just kind of random. You know how the stars are out there. They're random too. Okay. That part's done. Now we'll add some white embossing powder. And pray we don't spill anything. I know, don't put that out there, Lori. Okay, so this is that new embossing additions kit. Love, love, love it. If you don't have it yet, get it on your list. It really helps when you're embossing. You can see all the stars. I think we got everything. Okay. Oh, those guys could use some more. Yep, better. We'll set this aside. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I see a mess. Let's go ahead and get that off of here now before we end up with a real mess. Hooray! Perfect for the tray. And just to make sure we don't make a mess, we're just going to clean this up a little bit with a baby wipe. Don't you just love baby wipes? What would we do without them? Remove the embossing powder out of the way. Okay, so let's heat emboss this puppy. So this is going to take a minute. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to fast forward. Those that are watching live, you can go refill your coffee cup or whatever. And that's why I cleaned up my tabletop. I didn't want to get white spots embossed on the table. If you've never embossed before, this is one of those oh wow techniques. As you'll see, you can see how kind of gray everything is. When the powder melts, it all turns white. You can see some of those stars are getting real white. There it goes. And that's one way you can tell if everything's been heat embossed. Kind of missed on those stars, but that's at the bottom, so that's okay. And besides, it's handmade. It's not going to be perfect. And I'm okay with that. Okay? Look at that little guy. Oops, these guys didn't get... There they go. See how white they turn? Same idea we did with the watercolor. Not last month's kit, the kit before. Alright, I think we're done. Let's get him one more time. Good enough. Alright, now comes the fun with the card base. Set that guy down. Alright, so you can see where all the score lines are. You just want to make sure you fold down on all of them. Just like so. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to make a W. So this one comes back. Okay, see the W? There's the W. See the W? Basically, you're going mountain, valley, mountain, valley, mountain. Bless her heart. All right. So then I'm going to come in, and on the back side, you want to glue these two together. We're going to add some tear and tape right here. And then you're going to add some more here. Like so. All right, make sure that's all down. Pull this off. Whoops. Sticky stuff, huh? All right, so this one goes like this. This one goes like this. And it leaves this open here where we're going to add our ghosts and such. So we'll add this guy to the inside on the bottom, and we're going to open it so that it opens from the top. Okay, so we'll add him here. Worked much better. Oh, we forgot to color the moon. And I just want a little bit of yellow just to give it a full moon effect. You don't need a lot. There. See the difference? Cute. Okay. We'll add, where did my, oh, it's right here. Let's see, I got some more powder there. I'm going to have to do a good clean job on the desk when we get done. Okay. Add him in here. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to add some more tear and tape, and I add it to both sides of this so that you not only get the window sheeting adhered on the back side, but the front side too. Add it here. It's being stubborn. Why not? Everything else is, right? Alright, so let's get these guys out. And we'll stick him here, and you're just going to lay that right to the seam. One on this side. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And then the spider in the middle. And then fold it down. Isn't that adorable? Oh my gosh, I can't stand it. Okay, so now we're going to add him. Oh, I need, well, I didn't put it in here, so we're not going to put it. I added some baker's twine on this one, but since we don't have it, and I'm not going to go over there and get it, I'm just going to add this to the card front, like so. Okay, this guy's going to get added with dimensionals. So cute. I think Charlie's going to like his card. What do you think? All right, let's just get these guys off. And add him there. And sprinkle on some of those stars. And we are done. So it wasn't too bad. The longest part was heat embossing. Oops. Let's add one more. Be different on this card down here. There we go. Ta-da! Like I said, it doesn't take much to entertain me. All right, so here's our cards. We have our spider and our fun fold with our little ghost and spider there. Cute, cute, cute. I had fun with him. I don't know about you. Okay, so I have a little bit left to finish on my blog post. Next month's paper pumpkin is going to be Christmas cards. I'll have a link in the blog post to take you to Paper Pumpkin to subscribe, or it'll be within the comments here. And looks like they're going to be pretty cute. One of the stamps I saw was a Santa head. So I know you're going to be able to make 9 cards, and I'll probably end up making a treat box or something with them. Anyway, if you choose to shop today, the links to the store are in my blog post. This is where you'll go to my blog, and then this is the host code to use for the rest of September. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Yeah, it's going to be busy around here, so have a good one, all right? Thanks for spending time with me this morning and putting up with me. You have a great day. Bye.